Here with yet another video. How is everybody doing today? We are now at the end of the year. Um, in about 8-10 hours, we'll be in a new year, 2026. And what I notice is that a lot of guys, every year that goes by, they got a soft spot for modern women. A lot of you guys got the soft spot for modern women. And anytime a woman is in need and she hasn't earned your help, you come out of nowhere. Men come out of nowhere with their cape on, with their costume on, coming to save modern women without actually saving themselves first. So that's what we're going to be talking today, guys. We're going to be talking about putting yourself first. We're going to be talking about putting yourself first in 2026 because you deserve it. You don't deserve to be treated like an ATM. You don't deserve to be treated like um, the dude who comes and pays for dinner, you know, without any benefits, any rewards. You deserve self satisfaction, basically. And a lot of you guys out here, a lot of you guys out here haven't been living your best life because the money that you could have used for a vacation, the money you could have used for a gym membership, the money you could have used for a new part on your car, you used it trying to help somebody who doesn't um appreciate your help. She just thinks you're a fool. What's up? What's up? Can you hear me, bro? On my last live, people couldn't hear me. Can you hear me on this stream? Okay. Can you hear me on the stream? Okay. Um. So, guys, this year coming up, this year is for you. It's for you. It's for you to see where you would end up financially without lending a handout to ungrateful women. I know a lot of you guys are tired of being the guy who pays the chick phone bill. She's using that phone to talk to other men. You're tired of being the guy who buys her lingerie and she's not wearing that lingerie for you. She's wearing it for another dude. You know. But this does not mean some women probably do deserve. Some women probably do deserve things that your things that you can provide because they're showing up for you. They're showing up in your life. They're paying for dinners. If you need gas or you're having a hard time, she's not going to beat you down because you lost your job. She's going to uplift you. She's up there uplifting you. She's still with you. Even though, you know, you may not have much. She's not belittling you because you don't have money and stuff like that. So the good women, guys, the good women do not count. But all the other women who has not proven their worth to you, you shouldn't be. If it's not common courtesy of you just being nice, just to be nice as a man, like holding the door open or something like that, don't do it. You're not trying to you're not trying to get these chicks to jump. Anything that's gonna cost you money, you're not available to do that. If she needs somebody to do that, she should get somebody else to do so. You know, she don't have bus fare today. You guys work together. You guys work together. You're hopping on the bus, and she's like, "Oh man, I forgot my wallet." What benefits are you getting? What benefits are you getting for giving her this $3 bus fare today? Is she yours? Is she going to work for you? But no, this 250 comes out of your pocket. So there's a lot of guys. We got Runner Gardner. What's up? Ezo is in the building. Thank you. Cheyenne, Andrea is in the building. Yeah, guys. So we're not going for it in 2026. A lot of guys are still going to be there doing. You're on a job. You're on a job. She doesn't work at all, and you being a man, you guys get paid the same thing. You guys get paid exactly the same thing. And she needs help. She needs help. And nobody asks you to help her. But here you go trying to be with your cape, your Superman cape and stuff, and you're gonna come and try to save the day. Don't do that. Give yourself a whole year of tending to yourself and see where you end up after a year. Give yourself a year. And this is not, guys, this is not for women who is actually showing up for you. You know, Women who's showing up for you, who've been there for you, who's giving you money and stuff like that if you're down or whatever, and you got it by any means. What I'm saying? You can't go without helping somebody who's beneficial to you. You know. But this goes for women who is not your girlfriend, not your wife. You know, she's not even a friend. We got Sherdalon, what's up? The Lily official, what's up? Because if you don't know it, modern women will take. Most of them, they will continue to take without ever saying no. You know, a lot of women will take from you. If you're gonna give it, if you're gonna be dumb enough to be the dude who gives it, she's gonna take it. But another thing, guys, a lot of times you have to stop being the guy who gets used because a woman's fishing. She a lot of women will fish on they're fishing on guys. When I say fishing, meaning that she has a car insurance. We all know how expensive car insurance is. I pay like $240 a month. You know, Not including how much I got to pay a month for my car. You know, and then she has the money the whole time, and she be like, "Man, I just don't know how I'm gonna pay my bill. I just don't know how I'm gonna pay my bill. Can you help me?" And you do it. She ain't gave you nothing. She's just trying to see how far you gonna go. And what she's gonna do is she's gonna take that money that she has for her car note. She's gonna save that while you are out of 200-300 bucks. Or it goes for anything else, guys. Gas, food. A lot of people these days will hold on to what they have and try to get you to spend your money. Got DJ King of Kings in here. They definitely use in the brews, you know. And this what I'm saying, guys. Go a whole year of not caring if people think if you're rich or poor. You know, if you're working a job and there's a chick around you and she knows you work a job and you have money all the time, act like you're always broke. Act like you're always broke. A lot of times, a lot of us guys, we're only getting attention because people know that we have resources coming in. We have some type of resources coming in. So, guys, if it's not your family, like, I know we have to take care of our kids, like, even if we're not with our baby mother, you know, take care of your kids, you know, and stuff like that. You know, but when it comes to outsourcing your money, you know, don't do it, guys. Do not do it. If you send me a super chat, I'll unblock them. How about that? If you send me a super chat, if you send a super chat, I'll unblock them. Send a gift, support the channel. How about that? So, guys, let's hit the comments, guys. What do you guys think? I'm broke too. How about that? I'm broke too, homie. How about that? I remember being Fire 3. He said something crazy in one of my lives, man. He said something crazy, and I remember that it's been over like 6 months now. He said something crazy to me in one of my lives, and I blocked him. He's not coming back for free. If he's gonna come back, he better create a new channel. If I'm that important to him, you know, create a new channel. Yeah, and it's crazy. You guys be thinking I don't remember you, but I do. I remember names. I remember being 5'3". I remember him. What's up, Alex? I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. He said what he said was he said that when he said he gonna pull up on me when he see me. That's what he said. He said he gonna pull up on me when he see me. He said something like that. And I'm like, who the fuck is this dude talking to? You know, this dude been following me for so long. At that, he been following me since I created this channel. Then out of nowhere, he just talking crazy, bro. You not here. You're not about to sit here and talk crazy. You know, no. With your threats and stuff like that. No, you're not gonna do it. Not gonna let you do it. Especially you went to school in Florida. No, I didn't go to school in Florida, but I stayed at I used to be homeless. I used to go to Florida when I was homeless a lot and stay in the wintertime. I didn't go to school in Florida. Any more questions, guys? Hit the comments. Let's hit the comments. Let's hit the comments. How's you guys New Year's going? How's you guys Christmas been? I remember you. I seen you down there. We might have smoked rocks together. Never. I ain't never smoked a rock a day in my life, brother. And if you're doing that, I hope you get better soon. I hope you get better soon. It's not good. It's not good for your body. That's the exact same thing what I'm saying, guys. For the new year, in 2026, if you have addictions, ease your way off of them. Just like I have an addiction to Newports, I'm gonna ease my way off of them. I'm gonna stop buying packs every day. Can you guys think about how many, like what, $10 a day? Like cigarettes are like $13 where I'm at for a pack of Newports. And I spend $13 a day, 10 times 30, that's $300. $300 a month just going on smoking cigarettes. So I'm gonna have to slow down myself. Just like how we was talking about modern women and modern women using you and stuff like that for their own personal gain, and they don't necessarily rock with you. You can't let that happen. You cannot let that happen. And if you have addictions like Alex say he does, you gotta let it go. 2026, you have to go get in some type of program, get in some type of AA program, get in the program and try to fight that addiction. Because we all know that certain addictions is rougher than others. It's not easy to get off of them, but try. You know, if you can just get off of your addiction just for this year, then you'll be stronger. Next year, you can move on to the next step. You know. Yeah, but what city do we have in here? What city are you guys from? What city do we have in here today? What city are you guys from? I know we got one Floridian in here. One Floridian. New York State. Alex, you just said you in Florida. How are you in New York now? you know. So you used to be in Florida, but you're in New York, Alex. Oh, you said you spent some time there. Yeah, New York is a very fast city, one of the fastest cities in the country. Shout out to New York. Um, I know that if you hustle, not necessarily hustling drugs or anything, if you can be a hustler anywhere else, if you're a hustler and you're successful in New York, you're into some money. If you just have a simple hot dog stand in New York, I just seen videos of guys with like hot dog stands and stuff, vending stands, and they make over $100,000 a year because there's so many people down there. If you're hustling, you in New York, shout out to you. You know, my goal to you is to how to lower your expenses so you can capitalize on a lot of that money that's running through your hands in New York City. So anybody else with any questions? Alex said the biggest expense is the permits. Yeah, permits these days are like trying to get some top secret documentation and stuff. You know, but once you got the permits, you good. And once you got the permits, you good. You know, because I think to get certain permits, you have to have uh like whatever type of permit that you're trying to get, like vending. Like you gotta have your stand, and stuff already and stuff like that. But any? Do anybody else have any other things that they need to know for 2026? Any type of advice? You know, anybody have any type of other advice that you may need going into 2026? 2026? Are you trying to lose weight? You know, what made you believe in multiple gods? You want to know what made me believe in multiple gods? Which is a good question. Okay, so how do I get six figures in my account? No, you can't ask two questions at one time. I got to finish the first question first. He said, what made you believe in multiple gods? The reason why I believe in multiple gods is, who am I to say that Asian people who believe in Hindu uh, or Muslim are on the wrong path? Who am I to say that the good people in Africa who don't believe in Jesus, who have their own God, who been had their own God, like Buddha? Who am I to say? That's why I believe in multiple gods, because every culture has all these stories about their specific God, and who am I to just say, oh, Jesus is the only one. Jesus is the only one. Oh, if you're born in Asia and they believe in Buddha, if you don't come to Jesus, you're wrong. You know, no, I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that because this is not right. I believe in multiple gods. Like I said, but they are on the wrong path, though. So the next question that Nappy Sinjay had, he said how to get six figures into his account. So in order to get six figures in your account, you're gonna have to become ruthless. You're gonna have to become ruthless. You're gonna have to become, like, not meaning that you're being mean and stuff like that, but like a lot of stuff that people care about, like when people have stupid conversations and everybody want to butt in and be like, "Oh, you're wrong. You're this. You're blocking out all the noise." You know, you're gonna have to work harder. If you never made six figures, you're gonna have to work harder than you ever worked in your life to get these six figures. Meaning that if your job only pays you 60K a year, and then you're going to save 40K and you're going to live off 20K a year, that means that you still have another 40K to attain. So that's why I say you're going to have to work harder than you ever worked, because you're going to have to start a business or something. You're going to have other incomes coming in, other sources of income. Whether you're cutting grass for $100 a $100 to $300 a pop a day, so you can get that 100K in your bank account. It's not rocket science. I'm doing good. How about that? If you guys are gonna call me Diddy, you guys are gonna have to pay me, because I am not Diddy. I am not Diddy. But if you guys are gonna call me Diddy, you're gonna have to send some gifts and some super chats. How about that? How about that? Hello, I'm looking for Freakazoid fans. Have you heard of it? No, I haven't heard of that one. Just to get into Scotty said just get into trades offshore or rigs heavily slept on. Like, so what sites can we go to get into trades? Like, how would a regular person who never got into trades get into trades? Like, is there like an app that you go to get into trades, or how would you go about doing that? Alex said he makes $70 an hour on trades. Alex, I don't believe you. You want to know why I don't believe you? Because you haven't supported the channel not one time. Usually, people who have substantial amount of money, you know, their YouTube is already, they got the card on the YouTube account already. The only thing they got to do is press a button and support the people that they own, with gifts, super chats, memberships, stuff like that. I'm not paying Diddy to buy more baby oil. I don't make content. I didn't say you did. I did not say you did. I did not say you make content. If you want to be a moderator, if you want to be a moderator, you have to be a member of the channel. Memberships are only $1.99. I haven't seen any gifts today. How about that? We got zero gifts today. Zero gifts so far. We're only 30 minutes into this live anyway. Like I said, we're only 30 minutes into this live. Only 30 minutes into the live. Who knows what will happen? Oh, Alex, if you can't do it today, Cheyenne, Andrea, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. You got a cool birthday. It's almost New Year's. Like I told you guys, if you guys want to be moderator, you have to be a member of the channel. The memberships are only $1.99. I can. I choose not to. Rather give who appreciates. You ain't got to give. But I know one thing: you keep talking crazy in the comments, I'm gonna block you. How about that? If I donate, will you get a haircut and trim that dirt beard? Yeah, I sure will. I sure will. Totally, Lucas Smith. You're not a member because if you become a member, I done had people become members during my lives. You will pop up like a super chat, and it'll say member, and they'll have a star by your name, and it'll look just like a super chat. You haven't, yeah, the memberships are only $1.99. The memberships are only $1.99. Rager Eel said your ears are huge. Thank you. Totally Lucas Smith said I don't think it didn't go through if you didn't pop up. It didn't go through. You might want to try it again. You might want to try it again. Even your hair looks ashy. Well, guys, my hair is like a reddish brown. Like if you was to look at my hair in the sunlight, like all my kids have reddish. It's like a reddish brown hair. And actually, I had a worse hair out of them all. Honestly, Monkey Boy, shout out to Monkey Boy, 456 official. Ryan Baxter said, "Kiss the camera." Guys, if you guys are gonna ask me to do all this stuff, you guys ain't gifting a super chat or nothing. Don't you know that the power is within your hands for me to do just about anything? How about that? All you gotta do is super chat, send gifts. He said food stamps. You can't afford groceries. That's a lie. It's not begging if you're asking people to support your channel for different things. Somebody told me to kiss the camera. So I'm begging them for telling them if they want me to kiss the camera to super chat. That's begging. You guys are funny. You guys got a misunderstanding of what's begging, you know, and what's not. Like a lot of you guys be having some weird comments. You know, I'm not gonna do it. That round guy, what's up? Ignore the hate, bro. Don't give up and believe in yourself. Facts. Always. Always will never stop believing in myself. My Ray-Bans cost more than Alex. My Ray-Bans on my face cost more than Alex has in his bank account. Frankly, Ben, thank you. Thank you. Happy New Year's, brother. Happy New Year's. The man next door said, "Are you homeless?" No, I'm not homeless. I'm not homeless, thank God. And been homeless before, but not homeless. No, haven't been homeless in a while. You still got that 200 in your cash out? No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm drinking with a friend tonight. Cool. That sounds good. That sounds good. Drinking, having a drink with a good old friend on New Year's, celebrating the New Year's together. Sounds like a plan. He says, so you make money off of these lives? Yeah, yeah. Um, usually, um, usually I make a lot of ad revenue, but a lot of guys who come in here, they don't like to give for super chat anymore. But usually, like when people give and super chat, I make way more money. But right now the ads, I make okay off of ads as well. Hunter's Troll, what's up? What's up? Dance or throw it back for for a dono. I can't dance. I can't dance, or I can't throw it back. How about that? Yeah, I'm the guy who stands up in the corner in the club waiting for people to drop something. I'm that dude. I'm the dude who stands back in the cut in the club while everybody else having fun, waiting for you to drop something. He said black people are cool. Not all of them. Not all of us are cool. Some of us is. A lot of us is cool, but a lot are not cool. Just letting you know that. He said that that's weird for you to say that because why would you wish your Willie was black? Because it doesn't matter what color it is. It's just like with women. It's just like with women. Just because a chick is black, don't mean a black, white, Asian, Spanish. Uh, all of those for JJs do the same thing. All of them do the same thing. They give birth, they get a period. How about that? How about them apple? Alex wants me to quit, guys. Alex wants. There's some people on here who don't want to see me get gifts. They don't want to see me get super chats. They want me to stop going live on YouTube. He wants me to lay it down and just give it up. Ivy Drip said, "What is it going to take for you to get clean?" Alice from Pittsburgh said, "Don't ever give up." I never will. Never will. I'm almost 40 and still going. Almost 40 and still going. I told you, I be telling you guys, these comments be going crazy. Dusty Duster out here. He's the first person I blocked today. Duster, he's the first person I blocked from the channel. What's up? What's up? I'm watching the Iowa versus Vanderbilt game. Neither. I wouldn't want an uppercut or a prime beat down from neither one of them. You run daycares? No, I don't. You probably hear my son in the background causing a ruckus in the back. How about that? Same shirt, last live. Yeah, I got a pack of these. I said I'm watching the game too. Alabama is my favorite team. Yeah, Alabama got a big game coming up against Indiana. That's gonna be a good one. No, I can't never do that. I never let the trolls get me down. He said, "What's the longest you been sober this year?" I've been sober all year, all year. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. I mean, if you look at cigarettes as like an addiction, then I haven't been sober. How about that? Jesus Guzman, you're out of here. Yeah, I'm not gonna get rid of Alex because we need haters. We need haters. Haters, you know. I'm not just gonna get rid of you just because you hating. I'm not gonna get rid of you just because you're hating. Just know that. But if you start talking weird in the comments, then I get rid of you because I don't have a choice. You own the learning center. No, I don't own the learning center. Don't own the learning center. Not a crip from Los Angeles. How about that? Thank you. God bless you as well, and your family. Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm trying to grow my hair. Yes. You heard what I just said. You heard what the fuck I just said. I'm not no crip from Los Angeles. How about that? I ain't no crip. Period. East Side 103. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I didn't read it because these glasses are so dark. These glasses are so dark. It's kind of hard for me to see if you guys ain't sending gifts and super chats. That's all that is. The glasses are hard for me to see. I be misreading messages and shit because I don't see nothing colorful on the screen. No gifts. I guess everybody broke right now. Everybody's broke right now. Bro, my car is worth more than you guys make a year. My car is worth more than you guys make a year. I'm not never broke. If it come down to it, and I got fucked up, I can go get me 20 bands, easy. I can get 20 bands easy. How about that? What up, Capers? How you doing, brother? I haven't seen you in a while. Salute. You should value your life. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm defending myself, and I'm defending myself on my live from the comments. He said the dude is bragging about something he paid overpriced for. I'm not you. I'm not you. And one thing is when I bought this car, it wasn't new, but it only had like 33,000 miles on it. 33,000 miles. That's the thing about it. Because while you're out there buying these lemons, while you're out here buying these older cars, 96, 92, and you're going to have to fix on them, I'm not going to have to fix on my car for a long time, for years, and it's going to save money. How about that? When your car breaks down because your fuel pump went out, why would I show? I don't. First of all, I don't have 5,000 to show because who's walking around with $5,000 just to be walking around with $5,000? Most people have that much money in their bank accounts. How about that? And why would I show money and you guys ain't super chatting? You guys ain't super chatting or nothing. So who's really broke? Who's really? Come on. I'm sitting on my sofa, drinking a Pepsi, smoking a cigarette, and you know, your mama a bomb. Eastside 103. That that's why you had the gangbang, huh? Because your mama was smoking crack, and you needed love from the homies, huh? You needed love from the homies, huh? Because your mama crackhead. How about that? Talking about he east side, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Be real. Be real. I know your mama. A lot of you dudes who gang banging, your mama was shit. Be real. Be real. You didn't have a father, and your mama was shit. Be real with yourself. Crip. Capers with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Capers. Shout out to Capers. Gangbangers are followers. Facts. And it is. And it is. Punk ass nigga. Yeah. Excited to go to prison and shit. You excited to go to prison with a bunch of other dudes. Oh, I put it on the set. Yeah, put it on that motherfucker. Put it on that motherfucking set. I don't give a fuck what you do. No, you were born and raised where your mama was a crackhead and you didn't have no daddy. You didn't know who your daddy was. That's what that is. You could have went any other direction in your life, but you chose to gangbang. Fuck you, man. You a pussy, nigga. Straight like that. And coming from a Memphis nigga, you a pussy. In the comments talking crazy. Don't you supposed to be banging on some bloods or some shit? Why you in my comments, crib? Don't you supposed to be banging on some bloods and shit? Why you in my comments, crib? Get the fuck out of here, nigga. The fuck? Yeah, I don't rock with that shit. Yeah, it's probably good she's not here no more, so she can't see what the fuck you doing out here in the streets, begging people at the gas station. How about that? How about that? Guys, most of you guys are broke. Come on. Most of you guys are broke. You guys ain't super chatted. Y'all ain't tried to get no highlight comment. Cause why would you talk shit in the comments when you can get a highlighted shit talking comment where everybody can see it? No, because you guys are just waiting for me to read your comments because you're too broke. You ain't got money like my boy Capers. A lot of y'all just I think a lot of y'all homeless. Homeless ain't got nothing to do. What's up? You're cozy. What's up? Yep. You guys already know it's almost 2026. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. And a shout out to everybody. The real people. The real people in the comments. Shout out to you. Thanks for that gift. The man next door, thank you. I appreciate you. He said I'm sending money to myself. Stay on live long enough. Stay on live long enough. I got a bunch of supporters now. Stay on live long enough and then see if I'm sending money to myself. Bro, who don't give a damn about the gang life? This is a working man's channel. Facts. They don't know me. That's what I'm saying. Like all my videos I shot is at work. Well, most of them. If you guys go on my channel, every video I shoot, yeah, I'm at work every day. Shoot videos every day at work. The fuck they talking about? They don't know me, Capers. They don't know me. Yeah, Capers been on this channel for a long time too. Capers been on this channel for a long time. Shout out to Capers. I think yeah, Capers, you from South Carolina, ain't it? Yeah, I remember you. South Carolina. How old are you? If you want to know how old I am, send a super chat or a gift. How about that? Yeah, Alex, you been here a while because you my hater. I gotta keep haters on deck. I gotta keep haters on deck. You ain't said nothing out the way yet. And once you say something out the way, you gonna be gone. How about that? How about that? You're gonna be in my prison for life. How about that? That's a good guess, unknown source. 44. He said he's 45. Has for sure. Alex, if you want to redeem yourself, super chat, send some gifts, man. Stop hating in the comments. How about that? I'm a broke beggar. I'm a broke beggar. Listen, what you guys are saying. I'm a broke beggar. How about that? This guy saying I'm a broke beggar. Guys, if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you want a shout out, send a gift or a super chat. A, fuck T Moon, nigga. He said bro is straight T Moon. Fuck T Moon. Thank you. Thank you. He said he liked me, monkey man. You look like you're around 38. You're close. You're close. I used to go fishing, matter of fact. I used to go fishing a lot when I was younger. Used to go fishing a lot when I was younger. And I think once I get older and I'm going back to that young phase where I'll be old and I'm about to go to the upper room, yeah, I'm gonna be fishing every day. How about that? Drinking beers, fishing, looking for that bass, looking for that crappie, looking for that brim. How do you go fishing with food stamps? Like you're stupid. Here he go begging again. He said, "Do you like cupcakes?" Yes, I do, but I try not to eat them. And he don't. Eastside 103 don't even own a motherfucking car. Alex don't own a car either. Alex or Eastside 103 ain't got a vehicle. If you want to talk real estate, hit the super chat. If you want to talk real estate, hit the super chat, send a gift. Your car don't even have key fobs, bro. Your car don't even have key fobs if you do got a car. You gotta use a key to get in your car. You gotta use a key, not a fob. How about that? It's me, Tyson. I usually wouldn't do that because that 100 is only worth 1 cent. Send an owl, bro. Send an owl. Send a hot cocoa. Send something that's worth more than 1 penny. How about that? And we'll go up. We'll go up. We'll talk some real estate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Send an owl gift. That's what I said. Send an owl. How about that? You want to talk real estate? A lot of guys on here don't even need to hear nothing about this because why would I wish my haters success? Why would I wish the guys who's in the comments hating success? Eastside 103, you can't even afford a house. You can't afford a house if you stay in LA, so you can shut up. Your mama died of cancer. You don't know your daddy. So I know for a fact them houses in LA is like 700,000 plus. You don't own a home. So you can shut your little dirt dusty ass up. Shut your little dusty ass up. All right, it's me, Tyson. What do you want to know about real estate? What do you want to know? Laugh my ass off. He's getting sensitive. You pay for leads. What state I stay in? Um, houses are very expensive. It's like below California, like LA, like where 103, East Side 103 stay at. I'm not in Memphis. I'm not going to tell you guys where I'm at. If you know, you know. If you don't, fuck you. You know. Tyson said he's in New York. Oh yeah, houses in New York are highly expensive. So you might want to come down to you might want to come down to either um, North Carolina. You might want to come down to North Carolina, Georgia, get you a nice big house for the low. Yeah, upstate can have some still can have some expensive houses too. $1 million homes. Yeah, so they got condos in New York cost $1 million. You hear me? You looking for deals? You know anyone selling for a good deal? No. If I knew somebody selling for a good deal, I probably would buy it myself, honestly. I probably will buy it myself, honestly. Unless you the type of dude where like I could be like, oh, this person got a house for 150K, you know, 150K, 4 bedrooms, two bathrooms, garage, you know, and then you pay me like 20, 30K just for that lead, just for closing that deal. But I don't know anybody right now because I look for homes too. It's a lot of broke. It's a lot of broke people in the comments. I tell you that. On New Year's Eve. He said, "What do you do for work?" I do traffic control. Traffic control. All right, so now we're gonna do it like this. Alex D444. I'm not reading your comments no more. Eastside 103. I'm not reading your comments no more. So if anybody else want to read their comments, you guys are welcome to, but I'm not reading it. I'm not reading these guys' comments. How about that? Unless you guys super chat or send a gift, because you guys talking about somebody so broke. I'm so broke though. T Bowtie Lust went for talking about how cute I was to calling me a loser. What's up, Michael Powell? Thank you, Michael. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm married, and I've been married for a long time. Everybody who knows me knows I'm married, and I have 3 beautiful kids. So if anything, it wouldn't be a roommate. It'll be my wife. Facts. Facts, Capers. Shout out to Capers. Capers in the building with a $10 super chat. Yeah. Eastside has empty pockets. And he does. And he does. Cause he can't do what we do. He can't do it. That's why he hating. Him, Alex. If y'all ain't broke, like y'all say y'all ain't, and y'all getting all this, hit a super chat. Put it on wax. But for now, I'm not reading any of Eastside 103 comments. I'm not reading any of Alex's comments. Alex squirping out, he makes $70 an hour. If you make $70 an hour, why you got to tell anybody? Like, if I made that much money, I sure wouldn't be going around telling people I make 70. This the type of dude I'm talking about, guys. Alex is the type of guy who goes around telling bitches, modern women, that, yeah, baby, I make 70K. I make $70 an hour. And they be like, ball up, ball up. Oh, yeah, I'm about to get me some money out of this bitch ass nigga. It's crazy. New shoe. Laugh my ass off. What? You'll see. You'll see new shoe. You'll see. How about that? You're about to tear up. And I am. How about that? Because of how grateful I am for people who actually support this channel. Man, yeah. You say you just trolling me. Now I'm not reading any more of your comments out loud until you send a gift for super chat or something. How about that? Man, Juna said you from the hood. I'm from the hood, but I'm not of the hood. How about that? Hoods are usually just poor black African American communities. How about that? That's all the hood is poor African American communities. I don't want to represent it or nothing. One said he 5'5" crib, and he is. That's East Side. East Side 103. 5'5" crib, and he is. Shit, sound like my daughter's up. God damn it. Can't go live with my little one up because she'll come in here. Can you rap? Yes, I can. If you want me to stop smoking in my lives, the only thing you got to do is super chat and say stop smoking, and I will. I will not smoke in my live. How about that? And if you want to hear me rap, if you want to hear me rap, hit the super chat. Hit the super chat. How about that? I got three. I got three kids. I can rap. And I can. I got music online, food. I've been to T.I. studio. Yeah, I stayed in Atlanta. Don't get it twisted. I'm from Memphis. Stayed in Atlanta. I've been to T.I. studio in Atlanta. Never met T.I., but I met a bunch of his artists. Alex said he want to hear me stop breathing. That's some harsh. Right before New Year's, you can't even wait for the New Year's to come in. How about that? Wait for the New Year's to come in. How about that? I gotta go Kendrick, man. If you guys want to hear one of my songs, if you want to hear one of my songs, hit the super chat. How about that? You got like 2 viewers. Hey, haters are motivators, man. This live wouldn't be alive if it wasn't people in the chat talking shit. How about that? They're all heathens. Then it is. They're all heathens. Oh, I still do the picking and her thing because I'm from the old school. How about that? Candell, Canada, 447. You're out of here for the racist comment. I'm not gonna let nobody race bait me in here. Yeah, Alex is a little bitch, Michael. Alex is a little bitch. And he ain't got no type of bread, none. Alex, continue to say I'm begging. Alex, continue to say I'm begging. I'm gonna let you keep thinking that. Rank Live Real, thank you for the gift. Floating Hard, thank you. No, I don't play Fortnite. One of my best songs is Homeless Gangsters. How about that? If you want me to stop smoking in the live, all you got to do is hit a super chat and say stop smoking. How about that? I know I ain't gangster because I sure don't want to be like Alex, a broke ass gangster. Hey, he's smoking. Sure am. What you gonna do about it? Yo, Michael Powell, what's up? Tara Ring, you ain't about to hear nothing ignorant because I'm about to block your ass. So let's just try something new. Let's see who's not broke in the comments. How about that? So guys, now we didn't cut out all the noise from all these broke ass motherfuckers in the comments talking crazy. So now if you guys are not gonna give, shut up, shut up. Nobody can hear you. Nobody wants to hear you. How about that? How about that? A bunch of broke. We got one broke dude from L.A. East Side 103. Probably gonna end up in prison soon. And we got this dude who claimed he makes $70 an hour from New York, knowing he got them big ass rats in his house, knowing he got them big ass New York rats in his house. How about that? It's crazy. So that was a test just to see, just to cut out all the noise. Now we're to a different one. Subscribers only. So now only subscribers can leave comments. Oh, look, Alex is a subscriber. Alex is a subscriber. I'd rather look stupid than look like you, Alex. How about that? I'd rather look stupid than look like you. We're on subscriber mode only, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you guys want me to delete Alex, guys, put a one in the chat. If you guys want me to remove Alex from this channel, put a one in the chat. If you guys don't want me to remove Alex, put a two in the chat. You guys must really rocking with Alex. You guys must be really rocking with Alex. Nobody wants him gone. Actually, my dad retired from the military, Alex. My dad retired from the military. How about that? As a senior chief in the military. You'll never be my friend, homie. You'll never be my friend. If I don't fuck with you, I'll never fuck with you, bitch. How about that? All right, guys. So I'm about to end the live. I'm about to end the live. I appreciate everybody who just slid through today. Appreciate everybody who just slid through today. If I don't see you guys later, then have a happy New Year's. Remember, take care of yourself this year. You know, I'm gonna let you guys.